Lieutenant Luverlady.
How is it going, my fellas? Welcome to the Q&A video. Channel's been going for 5 years, really strong, very proud of it, and we're still going to go strong into the future. But I want to do another Q&A video because I did one on year 3, I think. It might have been 2 years ago, I think. But even if I'm answering some of the same questions, I probably have different answers for them, so we're just going to go through the answers. All of it was done on my Discord server, which if you want to participate in an event like this some other time, mayhaps, then the Discord link is always down in the description if you want to join. But all of this is going to be completely blind. I have no idea what questions people asked, and unless it's like not safe for work for the video, or it's just something completely unrelated that I don't think fits the video, then I'm going to be answering all of them. So we're just going to be scrolling through the Discord chat, basically. You won't be able to see it, but if you go to the Discord, then you'll probably be able to see the Q&A chat there. But I don't know what the hell to expect. So I'm very unprepared for this. First question is from Scaff, of course. Fantastic member of the Discord server. Do you think you're ever going to expand your channel beyond just Brawl content? I know you already started playing Mario Kart World semi-consistently, or the rare upload from another game like Rivals, but are you ever going to play a single-player game, for example, and maybe make it a series? Oh, and you should totally play Celeste again and pretend like you're playing it for the first time. Well, I mean, yes, fantastic game. Celeste is a fantastic game. I've always thought about it. The reason well, here's the thing. If I do play a single player game on the channel, I would want it to be like a genuine thing. So like, I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, I'm just playing through this game that I've already played through, like The Messenger, for example, one of my favorite games of all time. Fantastic single player game. But I probably wouldn't play it on the channel because I've already played it. My reaction to everything for the first time would be gone. And maybe that's not the point. Maybe the point of it would just be to play the game. And maybe people would enjoy that, honestly. So if that's something people want to see, even if it's not like a genuine first reaction type of thing, if it's just me playing the game, then sure, why not? But as of now, I don't have any plans for it because mainly if I do play a game for the first time, it's either going to be like a big multiplayer game that I play with friends, or if it is a single player game, I just want to be playing it at my own time. I don't want to have to make it feel like I need to here's the thing. If I start a new game, then I don't want it to be like, oh, if I want to play this, I have to record, I have to do commentary, all that stuff. And then I don't want it to feel like a chore to play the game because, oh, then I have to record. But again, I think I'd always be down to try it at some point in the future. It depends on what game it is. Even if it's a game that I already played, then it could work, probably. And so Emmy from the server, fantastic member, asks, me, have a question. When did you start Brawlhalla, and when did you ever decide to start creating content, and what was your main reason? Let me think, because I started in August 2018, I think. One of my first mains was Diana, because I remember the weekly roster slightly specifically. I know Linfei, Vrax, and Diana were on it, at least. Maybe Jala? I don't remember, but I have the weekly rotation somewhere. It was only 6 legends back then. It was August 2018. I mained Diana, and I only played on PC for like a couple months before going to console, and that's when I started maining Rayman, because he just came out, and all that biz. But the reason I started creating content for Brawl, and my main reason, was because at the time I was swapping over to PC. I was already like a subreddit mod for maybe like, no, it wasn't even a year at that point. It might have been like 6 months or so. 6 or 7 months. Anyways, I started around like April because that's when I was playing on console, or maybe I was playing on PC for a little bit, and no, I was playing on console, and I'm like, damn, I can't get Diamond. I'm like, maybe I'll like try playing on PC for a little bit because I had a decent PC at that point. I used to have a really cruddy laptop, and that's why I didn't play Brawl on that. But once I got a better PC, I'm like, you know what, let me try Brawl on PC. That might be better. Immediately got Diamond. I'm like, wow. Like, PC just feels so much smoother to play. Xbox has so much input lag still to this day. And also, I didn't have an Ethernet cord, so that was really bad. But at that point, I was like, oh, maybe I should start making content for the game. And that started with like, what if I do like character analysis videos? So I called it just Legend Analysis with Luverlady. And first one was on Nye, and then I'm like, oh yeah, choose the legends. I don't have all the legends on PC. It was very scuffed at the time because I had no clue how to do content creation properly. So yeah, it sucked. I cringe at those videos, but it really showed how much the channel's grown, because I used to go from like 2-minute legend analysis videos, maybe 3 minutes, to like legend analysis videos that are like over 10 minutes long with so much more depth to them, you know? But I can't particularly say there was a reason to it. I guess it's just because I wanted to try out content creation and see where it could lead, especially since I started getting some grounds off of Reddit specifically, because I was semi-popular there, which popularity on Reddit is like, that's kind of a joke. But it genuinely helped. Like, even someone like Swarf used to post on Reddit, like his YouTube videos, and eventually he got off the ground. So who says it can't work for anybody, right? Luthien, or Oreo from the Discord server, fantastic member, chaotic member, asks, what are your hopes for the future of the game? I don't know. I just want the game to keep going. Obviously, like, you can't wish for everything in the game. Like, I mean, one thing I don't want them to do is a story mode. I think if all their resources went to a story mode, I feel like that would kind of... I don't think it would work, because you have, like, all these platform fighters with story modes. Like, I mean, NSAB 2 had a decent one. That was more of a roguelike. Smash Bros. Ultimate really wasn't good. Multiverse's story mode really sucked. And then Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a different story. That one's fantastic. But maybe that's nostalgia based. But I just want to keep seeing them add more legends, obviously. I want to see them experiment more with, like, legend changes on old legends, or, like, maybe weapon reworks, because I know people don't like Lance, but I'd also like to see them rework Gauntlet specifically, so it's not the best weapon in the game for, like, 7 years. Maybe I'm biased still. But I just want to keep seeing them do significant changes to the game in a general, like, aspect. And by general aspect, I mean, like, I just want to see changes that change the game in a good way, that isn't to just one specific thing, like, oh yeah, we're going to change this, and then it takes, like, who knows how long. Like, for example, the training mode revamp, I believe, the one with, like, Lin Fei, and you can, like, test out all the weapons and stuff. We've been stuck on that for, like, over a year, and they've already moved on to other stuff, like the guild rework, and maybe they're still working on that. But I also want a little more clarity with it. I want a little more... What's the word I'm looking for? I want the devs to be a little bit more straightforward with it and, like, give us an idea of what we can look forward to. But besides that, I'm very happy with the state of the game, actually. I think the game's in a fantastic spot, despite people saying, oh, the game is dying with, like, 10k players. It's not dying. It's just a really ragey game. I rage at it sometimes. It's the life cycle. It's the life cycle of Brawlhalla. Everyone's gonna rage at it. Everyone's gonna call the game dead and blah, blah, blah. All that biz. But I think the game's in a perfectly good spot. I just want to see them keep expanding on what we have. I want the new legends to keep being interesting, make the new weapons interesting. I want new mechanics that feel interesting, new maps that feel interesting, just all that sorts of stuff. And from Moondog, fantastic user says, Lieutenant, why are you Luverlady? Because I'm the lady of lovers. Adoy. If you don't know, though, for a fun fact, my username specifically, Luverlady, is based off the word love lady, which holds a lot of significance to me. But if you're wondering about the LT, maybe this is already something someone asked, so if I'm spoiling that, then sorry. But the Lieutenant title I actually got from one of my favorite YouTubers who used to play a lot of Overwatch, Lieutenant Eddie. And I don't know, the Lieutenant just feels nicer. Like, Luverlady felt a little bland on its own. And eventually I revamped it to Lieutenant Luverlady. And it sounds nicer. And a lot of people are like, oh, is it a military thing or something like that? But it's not a military thing. I mean, yes, Lieutenant is a military title, but I'm not in the military. It's just something I wanted to slap on there for fun. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Marijuana, you goofball. Because 7 was a registered 6 offender. Maybe that's not good enough for the video. That might be not safe for work. Or 789. I don't know. And from Riptider, fantastic member of the Discord server. Lieutenant, what's the next video? Probably this one. Hey, I think, right? I think this is coming out this week, right? But let me think. Because we have a... I'm actually not sure. It could be a Mario Kart video, I think. I might want to get one of those out in the meantime, because I'm really trying to work on a... Well, I know Bloomhalla just got here. I'm probably not going to get that for a minute. Or... No, technically I could. I think technically it could be Bloomhalla. It could be Mario Kart. But I don't think it's going to be the next Legend analysis. That's going to be closer to end April. But hey, now you know. You got little insight on the next video. And from Ritzy, fantastic member of the Discord server. Luverlady, have you played DDLC? Horror aspect aside, it genuinely gave me the insight and inspiration as a writer. Yes. I wouldn't say it inspired anything in my stories in particular, but DDLC man, when did I even play it? I maybe like watched my brother play it. I watched Game Grumps play it like 2 million times. It's a fantastic series. And like, despite not being an anime fan, because I am an avid anime hater, but DDLC's good. It's a good game. And it was like also one of the first games of its kind to like kind of do that sort of thing. Like, oh yeah, you gotta like dig through your files or your PC and mess stuff up like that. And maybe it wasn't the first, because One Shot might have also done that first. And there's a lot of like cool games that do that. It's a very cool mechanic. But yeah, I've played it. I honestly don't remember how long it was. It might have been like even 2017 or 2018 at this point. It was really long ago. But it's a good game. I do like it. Just haven't played it in so long. And from Sue, fantastic member of this Discord server, asks, are you really Luverlady? I hope I am. I think. Am I not Luverlady? Did I get placed by a robot or something? Hope not. And how much tax money did you pay last month? I don't know. You think I know taxes? Remag from the Discord server says, smash or pass every current legend speedrun, go. I can't. Every single legend, I don't think I can do every single legend. Let's just do a cut here. We're not doing any of the animals. We're not doing any of the underage characters. I don't know. All right, here, we'll do one girl character and one guy character, right? One girl character, let's go with Thea. And if we're doing one guy character, it's Ezio. There you go. That's the small form of it. I think if I ever did a real smasher pass for Brawl, I'd probably completely tank my chances of being a partner for Brawl. But, I mean, Swarfed was able to post it with no downside, so who knows, really? But that's basically pushing the NSFW questions overboard. The same question from Remag is, do you see yourself spreading more onto other platforms and doing other video types in the future? Streams on YouTube and Twitch, shorts on Instagram and TikTok, and clip edits, video essays. Why or why not? A lot of it's like, I think eventually, if I ever decide to, probably. I don't have any plans for it right now. But the reason I don't expand onto other platforms as much, I have streamed on Twitch occasionally. It just takes a lot of energy to do, and I find making videos to be much more like focused on my time, and I don't have to like put out an audience for hours at a time. It's just I gotta record a video, gotta edit it, and then it looks good, and it's like, it's just content. It's content you can watch at any time, and you can always rewatch it if you feel like it, if it's that entertaining. Which is, I mean, if you find my content entertaining, then I'm sorry. But Instagram or, let me think. Instagram or TikTok, I specifically wouldn't. Same with like stuff like Snapchat or Facebook. It's just, I don't like these shorts reels. I actually tried shorts reels for a while on YouTube. I really don't like making them. They are a pain to make. I really don't like watching them. It's kind of a pain. I know it's something a lot of people watch, and it's kind of, if I'm being real, it's kind of a plague on our generation. But I think maybe there's a chance I give it another shot in the future. Streaming, I'm always going to love streaming. It just takes a lot of energy, and I'll always come back to it. Will I do it on YouTube? Maybe. Would it be a smarter move to do it on YouTube? I mean, if you guys ask for me to do it on YouTube, I always could. I'm just more comfortable on Twitch right now, especially since that's where I've been streaming for years now at this point. From Master Zeno, fantastic member of the server, asks, 1, what are your top 5 Brawlhalla legends? And 2, what's your favorite MSM island? A My Singing Monsters question. The one My Singing Monsters connoisseur in the server, just like me. We're the only 2. Nobody in my server plays that game. But for the top 5 legends, I really got to think of that off the top of my head. There's a couple of them that I could put off the rip, like Queen Nai, I'd say Arcadia, fantastic legend. Lin Fei might have to be one too, just because I've always loved playing Lin Fei. She's always been a legend I loved. I never really hated her. But as of recently, okay, no, you know what? Priya is also one. I freaking love Priya. Fantastic legend. But the last one, I might have to... It's hard to think about that one because I don't have a lot of legends that I feel that significantly about. I do love all the legends in the game. It's just, I don't have a commitment to all the legends as much as someone else would to getting them to level 100. It's a lot of commitment. Not a commitment I'm willing to put into one legend, but more so spread it out across all the legends. But let's go with Ezio. I've been loving Ezio lately. Or maybe Magyar, because Magyar's... Yeah, let's go with Magyar. But recently I've been loving Ezio. Even if he's not in the top 5, like, of all time, he's probably in my top 5 currently. But Magyar is also the GOAT, so he gets to stay up there. But my favorite MSM island is also kind of hard to say because there's a lot of islands in that game. And each time they release a new island, I'm feeling like, oh, this is my new favorite, or this is my new favorite. But I guess a couple of them I can list off the top of my head is Fairy Island, maybe Magical Nexus, and also Shadow Island, or Mecha Island. Both of the two. The new islands are really good. It's a lot of really cool islands in that game. But if you want to go with one specifically, let's say Magical Nexus, because I was genuinely stunned when that released. Ashes, fantastic member from the server, asks, are you looking towards being partnered with Brawlhalla? And if you do, would you consider a second channel to play varieties of different games? Also, do you have plans to do any community-based videos in the future? So let me think. I always want to be a Brawlhalla partner. The reason I never ask for it is because if you ask more for it, then obviously they're not going to give it to someone if they just keep asking and begging for it. Which, again, I'm always hoping for it, but I'm never specifically asking for it. I'm just hoping. Eventually it could happen, but we just got to keep making content the way we're doing it. Because if you're not doing it for fun, then what's the point? But I don't think I'd ever consider... Maybe if the channel really blew off, I might consider a second channel for variety content, and I can't guarantee that it would ever be, like, super... what's the word? Super active, I would say. But maybe, because then my variety content could go there, pretty much, and... like, especially with being a Brawlhalla partner, I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't look forward to seeing, like, random videos on the channel like Mario Kart. But it would also help split the algorithms in a weird way, and I think it would help certain variety videos, or specifically Mario Kart, if I'm uploading that to a second channel in general, pop off really hard. I know there's a YouTuber, Mario Kart YouTuber Shortcat, who actually popped off more in the Mario Kart community from his second channel, but he originally had a first channel for, like, doing Rubik's Cube stuff, I believe, or, like, you know, specific things like that, I'd say. But it didn't pop off as hard, but that's where he was originally known until he popped off with Mario Kart on a second channel. So that always could happen too, you know? But you know I'm always going to be playing variety games on my channel, no matter what. And as for having any community-based videos in the future, there's potential for it. It depends on which way you ask about it. It's like, if it's with members of the community, I think that could be fun, like specifically members of the Discord community, for example. But if you mean other creators of the community, I could also see that happening. The only reason I'm a little afraid to do that is because I want to make sure I mesh with someone first, you know? And I don't want to, like, hop into a video just because, oh yeah, we should do one, just like, you know, because it'd be cool. I want to actually mesh and, like, make sure we have synergy with it. And that's also why I might be a little afraid to do content on, like, stuff with the community, because, of course, I love you guys to death, but who knows who knows how much the synergy will work in a voice chat, you know? So I don't have any plans for it in the current time, but I think there's always a chance for it in the future. Yes, the Duck asks, when's the Doki Doki Literature Club stream? That's 2 for 0 on Doki Doki Literature Club questions. I could always... I mean, again, I haven't played it since 2017. But who knows? It could always happen. Again, it's still a great game. Another question from Sue asks, are we getting an Omori stream? I do love Omori, probably one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, it really inspired a lot of the same profile pictures that I've had over the years of one of my favorite characters from that game, Mari. But I can't say we're getting a stream on it anytime soon. I've already kind of played the game. Again, that goes back to that same question of if I play single-player games on the channel, it's not going to be, like, genuine reactions of stuff, but more so just me replaying the game if maybe I forgot some stuff about it, so, you know, it could always be, like, genuine reactions of stuff if I forget about it. But that circles back to that question. So there is always a chance, but as of now, it's not currently planned. Problems are occurring, fantastic member of the server asks, why are you the way that you are? It's because I like the way that I am. I don't want to pretend that I'm somebody who I'm not. I feel like that's one of the worst ways that you can really deteriorate your own mental or physical health, is pretending you're someone that you're not. You should always be who you are, especially like in this world that's filled with like so much hate, especially in today. It's like really, really depressing, but be who you are. If you're not who you are, then you're not yourself. You're not enjoying life to its fullest if you're not being who you are. But that's why the content that I make is specifically the way that it is, because I don't want to make content that appeals to, oh, here's how to get the most views or the most subs by doing like 2 million edits, or like making a montage that I really don't want to make, because I do like making montages, but they take forever to make. But that's why I do content that I enjoy doing. It's content that I commenting over a way that I enjoy doing it, and it's content that I simply enjoy making. And it's sure, a majority of people might not enjoy that content for what it is, but there will be those people that do. Like, it's simple gameplay and commentary, or even the legend analysis videos that some people might enjoy. It's stuff that I like making, and in the end, that's what matters to me the most, is making content that I like making, not for views or subs, but because I like making it. Because if I didn't like doing it, I would have stopped a long time ago. Trust me. But fantastic question. We're getting down to the last 2 questions. Another one from Scaff. It says, for every game you play that has multiple playable characters, what would you say is your main in them? Could be stuff like Rivals, Isaac, Brawlhalla, etc. There's a lot of answers for that right now. Brawl is like, I'm always playing everybody, I would say. And that's kind of the vague answer for all of them, is I like playing a lot of the characters in a lot of games. I don't like sticking to one in particular, mainly because it gets boring for me eventually. And I like having a diverse cast of characters to play, even if it's only a couple. But of course, Brawlhalla, I'm always going to be playing like Boots and Chakram. I love Boots and Chakram right now, so that's kind of what I'm currently stuck on in terms of like mainly playing. Marvel Rivals, I'm playing a lot of Deadpool recently, which is pretty nice, but I also play like so many other characters. Like, love Loki. Loki's a fantastic character. Mr. Fantastic, Thor, Doctor Strange, all those sorts of characters. They're all fantastic. Like, there's half of them that I haven't even listed. And Mario Kart World, I always play Shy Guy. One of my friends actually got me into playing Shy Guy. Fantastic character. But I also used to play Dry Bones and Peach. I'm trying to think of a lot of the games that could be the answer for. I kind of want to look through my Steam games now. There's this cool game called Depth that doesn't really have a lot of players. It's like sharks versus divers type of game. I'm playing a shark called the Mako shark, or the Oceanic White Tip, which is also a very cool shark. Which, if you haven't played Depth, then absolutely play it. It's a fantastic game. Even if there's not a lot of players to it, you can have a lot of fun with the bots in it and stuff as well. But I guess that's the other point, is I don't really play a lot of games with a lot of those types of characters anymore. I mean, I used to play a lot of like team shooters and games with legends and stuff like that. That's what I mostly preferred. Which, I guess if I did include Overwatch, I like playing Life Weaver a lot. Really like Junkrat. Also, specific tanks as well, like maybe Roadhog, Sigma, Orisa. But I've gotten really bad at that game. I'm very bad at Overwatch, and I don't really like that game that much anymore. So I was this close to making content on Overwatch, and it didn't happen. I eventually fell out of the game. But a lot of the games that I do play, I actually, like, you can't really choose characters in them. It's stuff like Lethal Company or Repo or Super Battle Golf, for example. Just all sorts of random games that you can't really choose characters, but it's more like just friend slop with friends. You know how it is. But a more vague answer for even future games is I like playing a variety of characters, like I already said. It just makes the game more fun, and it helps learn the game better. Like, if you're playing one character, then you're going to kind of struggle against other certain aspects of the game, Or it's like if you play like DPS only in Rivals or Overwatch, for example, then you're not going to understand what a support player or a tank player is going through, And Ritty asks, do you ever plan on doing collabs on your channel with other content creators? Will you do a Brawlhalla collab with me this summer? I'm always down to, brother. All you gotta do is ask. Again, that goes back to that question of, like, will we have the synergy for it? Which, honestly, I think we will. It's just a matter of, like, getting it down and also making sure to reach out to certain creators about it, which I can or cannot say anything about that right now. I don't have any immediate plans for it, but I did talk to a content creator or two, mayhaps. Nothing's really in the works, but could always reach out if I wanted to. Always make it happen. And I think it'd be very exciting. It's fantastic growth for both sides, honestly. And it's not like I haven't done certain, like, quote-unquote collabs with people, because I've always done, like, groups of games or videos with friends, which I wouldn't really call collabs. It's more so just getting my friends together. But in other forms, I would call them collabs. Specifically, if I played a game, or specifically if I, like, start off a video and I'm like, I'm here with my buddy, this person, for example. But I think 2 of them off the top of my head is obviously my good buddy Marijuana, who I've played a lot of games with and have done several videos with. But also my good buddy Fluff, who I also love to death. But yeah, that does kind of return to that question. Could always happen. Right now, there's not any immediate plans for it. But over the summer, dude, I'm down. Just reach out about it. And I'm always down to. These questions were like, it was a little chaotic. Some of them were like, or half of them were like great questions. Half of them were like goofy questions, which is a good mix of them, honestly. I was like very unprepared for this, but it's a very fun thing to do. I love Q&As. Who knows when the next one will be? It might not even be for next year. It might be a couple years even, but we'll return back to it at some point. But of course, thank you for watching this Q&A. Whether you've been here for just a month, a year, 3 years, 5 years, I genuinely appreciate your company because you guys are what makes this fun, honestly. If it was just me making videos and pumping out videos, not really interacting with the community, it would feel much less special. But you guys are what it's about. It's about the community that I've built, and I'm so glad that even 2 years ago, I decided to even make a Discord server because it helped connect me with you guys a whole lot more, and I really appreciate that. But we'll see where we go from here. I want to try doing some new stuff for the channel this year. I'm not really sure what that would be, and even if we don't, because I did just get a new job, and I'm really kind of overwhelmed with that right now, I think it's still going to be a really fun year for the channel, and you already know for the next anniversary month, we've already got stuff planned. Even though we're not even past this one yet, I've always got stuff planned for the next anniversary month. So of course, if you do like this content, absolutely subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, because it really does help out a whole bunch more than you'd imagine. And we'll see where we go. Y'all have a good one. And until next time, always remember to keep on brawling.